Bottom line, we are in cleaner than my father only educated how to make sweet, how to quality maintain, how to marketing. We are learning where our guru is our father and mother.
You need to cut this gulab jamun for it to reveal all that it holds within itself. What you're tasting is that rich, regal aroma of that saffron. Murukku, oh, I love the way she's braiding it. Wow. That was one scale, this is another scale. So it gets washed, it travels up the conveyor belt and then it gets dropped into the oil. So basically you have that oil moving in a rapid stream, and I'm told within that steel chamber you also have a spray of hot oil. Like a rainfall of hot oil. If you can ever imagine or picturize what that means. Madras mixture. I think we'll probably steal a packet down and taste it. Ribbon pakoda. Ribbon pakoda. So we have been invited to the Adyar Ananda Bhavan Sweets and Snacks Factory here in Motichur, Chennai, which I am also told is the largest facility of its kind in South India. Is that the jamun?
This is jamun.
Doodh peda, paneer jamun. Oh, there's also some son papdi happening here. There's some Mysore pak there. Oh, there's some jangri happening there. I feel the equivalent of being a kid in a toy factory. But we are in no toy factory, we are in a sweet factory. The A2B sweet factory.
जीरा नीचे से रेडी होके आता है सर।
लेकिन उसको जीरा क्यों बोलते हैं उसको?
जीरा ही बोलते, तमिल भाषा में वो जीरा ही बोलते हैं।
हाँ, तमिल में। हाँ,
हिंदी में रस बोलते हैं वैसे।
रस बोलते हैं।
चाशनी बोलते हैं।
चाशनी, हाँ, चाशनी बोलते हैं हिंदी में उसको। आपका नाम क्या है?
सोहन सिंह।
सोहन सिंह। आप हो कहाँ के?
राजस्थान, जोधपुर से।
कितने साल हो गए आपको यहाँ पे?
20।
When I set out for Motichur this morning, I didn't expect to meet Mr. Sohan Singh from Jodhpur, who's been here for the last 20 years. So you basically have craftsmen, halwais who come from different parts of the country.
You have close to 17 states.
17 states. And like we said earlier, this is a true melting pot of flavors, cultures, like that vessel of what we would call in Karnataka, paka, what they call in Tamil, jeera, and what Mr. Sohan Singh would probably call in Jodhpur, chashni. So that is the jeera in that, the sugar syrup. And then this is the bundi. He's putting some kesar now in that. I'm bathing myself in a steam. Stand here for some time. Allow your clothes to absorb the flavor of the saffron. That's all you need. People will be attracted to you for the rest of the day wherever you go. So that's the bundi. So this bundi is what? Only the gram flour.
Gram flour and ghee fried.
Fried in ghee. I can now smell some of the aroma of the gram flour in that. And some mundri, some cashew. Wonderful. And that, if you haven't guessed by now, that is the coming together of a motichoor laddu. Those little motis of besan that are now combining with that sugar syrup that has been fortified with the cardamom and the saffron and also embellished with some mundri, the cashew. So well, that's where the motichur laddu is coming together. So basically they cool that mixture down and then they fashion it. I see so many people out here working. Everybody has a different kaya alte as we call it, right? You have a bigger palm, she may have a smaller palm, I may have a still smaller palm. So how do they ensure that you have the right size?
It's a day-to-day process. Every day they practice.
Huh.
So if you weigh this, it will be exactly the same. 42 grams.
So what he makes will be the same as that?
Yes, yes.
Ah, so it's the amount that they take. So in somebody's palm it may appear a little fuller, in somebody's palm it may appear smaller. But what they pick
roughly around 40 to 42 grams.
40 to 42 grams. Fantastic. अच्छा आप ready हो? इसको लड्डू नहीं बनाया? Sohan Singh wants me to taste it just as is, huh? ऐसे ही taste करो.
No, you should.
Okay. I think they've had enough sweets. They're being kind and smiling about it. There is a spoon, but I want to hold my food. I want to quite literally cradle it in my fingers. Saffron. And I think also what happens to the cashew as you cook it in that paka acquires a slight toasted sort of a flavor. And then once you get over the flavor of the saffron, the toastiness of the cashew, and then you taste the flavor of the besan that of course has had the luxury to opulently soak in some ghee. Delicious. It's also sticky, a bit jammy. Sugar is enough to bind it. तो कितना वो तार निकालते हो इसमें नहीं?
बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा तार निकालना पड़ता है.
एक तार दो तार.
हल्का सा.
So basically when it comes to cooking sugar, they cook sugar to a thread consistency.
लाइट शुगर रहेगा.
Both like. So if you have one string, it's thick. Two strings is even thicker. But he says यहाँ पे उससे भी कम है. So the sugar is cooked just enough just to bind all those tiny pearls or tiny motis together that are carrying with it the fragrance of the saffron and also the roasted cashew. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Well, I spot something that I want to taste. Nothing new in that.
Makan peda.
Oh, this is a makan peda. Out here, there is no sweet that you don't make, huh?
Make around close to 180 products.
180 products. Well, from the giant makan pedas, we've now entered the, what is this room called?
The place where we store.
There are cauldrons and cauldrons of that gulab jamun.
This is angur jamun and this paneer jamun.
The angur jamun. Angur jamun is smaller.
Smaller one.
And that's the paneer jamun. So that is made with a chenna. They look like lovely orangish peach grapes. So all this was made between today and let's say yesterday.
So today morning it's made.
Today morning. And how many kilos would be there in this?
500, 600 kgs.
Half a ton.
Half of it.
Wow. Of course, when I came here, I knew I was going to be visiting South India's largest mithai factory. But when you come here and you actually think of the work that goes in to produce all of this, 500 kilos of mithai just since this morning, and all of this will be dispatched now to your various stores.
From here we dispatch to close to 80 locations, close to 120 vehicles we have.
120 vehicles.
Kottur from here around 200 kilometers we cater. Similar, we have one more unit in Bangalore that caters around 250 kilometers from that factory. And one in Coimbatore and the one in Punjab. So totally 4 units, roughly 160 locations that's been catered from.
160 locations from these
4 kitchens.
I mean, just thinking of the scale and the planning that's involved in moving this product and producing this product and also moving it across to the 150 locations. We'll help you with some of the dispatch by tasting a bit of both the mini gulab jamun, angur jamun and the paneer jamun. So out here they make all their sweets only in pure ghee. Whether it's made by hand or by a machine, it's only the ghee that gets used. Wonderful, like in that batch of angur jamun. I love Bengali sweets. I haven't told that to Vishnu yet. Vishnu will be like, every sweet that you see here you love. But I'm not joking. I love my Bengali sweets as well. And I can see the cham cham. What is this? Rajbhog? What is this? Champagali. Either? Rajbhog. Rajbhog, So all made with a chenna, but fashioned into different Bengali sweets.
That's the process. This is the first step. After this, then the icing, those things we need to do.
So what
Step
Vishnu
one.
is saying is you cannot eat this.
This is step one. You can.
Vishnu said this is step one, it's not completed yet. Go and taste the dishes that I want you to taste. Should we taste first?
The paneer.
Ah, that's your favorite. So this is a traditional shape, is it? Like a big elongated grape
With paneer.
made with paneer. The paneer jamun is soft and the tuppa, the ghee, the nehi. My heart says taste one more. But then I'm looking at those other fellows waiting for me. What should we taste next? The angur jamun?
Yeah, sure.
Some of that sugar syrup already oozing out of that jamun there. It's the richness of the khova. There's a bit of cardamom in that.
Yeah, it has little fat.
It's the richness of the khova that you're tasting in that, laced with a delicate veil of cardamom. You need to cut this gulab jamun for it to reveal all that it holds within itself. The saffron. And the saffron is such an ingredient that once you taste a bit of it, that's all that your palate wants to accept. So I'm sure there's some cardamom too that's gone into the base here, but you're tasting none of that. What you're tasting is that rich, regal aroma of that saffron. And also the nuts in this are very finely crushed.
Finally chopped.
So you're not really biting into chunks. What you're tasting is the rich texture of the khova and then that lingering aroma of the saffron. I think all the sweets that I've tasted here, there's a hero and perhaps there's a heroine. There's not too much of a supporting cast that you're tasting in your sweets, right? Whether it was in that kaju barfi, whether it was in that dry fruit laddu that we tasted, whether it was in that Mysore pak and now, right? There's not too much of a confusion in terms of what my palate is registering. Out here, the intent of the recipe creator is very clear. They want you to taste that rich texture of the khova.
Core product should come out. That's the real concept.
And then take pride in the quality of saffron that's used. Wonderful. I can sit back here and taste more, but I suppose we have to taste some other things too.
Savouries is fun.
Some savouries as well now. So sadly, we'll have to leave this alone, at least for the moment. So where are we going next?
The savoury section.
To the savoury section. I think Vishnu here has realized that he runs a risk by letting me spend more time in the sweet section. So he's quickly decided that we are taking an elevator ride up to the savoury section or down. Okay. First up and then down. Murukku. Oh, I love the way she's braiding it. Rice flour,
Butter.
urad dal, butter and jeera. So this is handmade and the same is machine made as well. That was one scale, this is another scale. Well, we are still in South India's largest sweet and savory factory. We've gone to a different scale altogether. On the way here, we saw some murukkus being lovingly made by the ladies, right? But this, I think, is completely automated.
It's automated line. Here the products which is required, it is done in a larger format.
Okay.
For instance, mung dal, same like pepper, peanuts, in a larger format.
Very little human intervention. I can see some mung dal going. So each of these silos has mung dal.
Yes, around 1200 kgs mung dal.
1200 kilos. That has been soaked, washed, and now it's being released from that silo there. So it gets washed, it travels up the conveyor belt, and then it gets dropped into the oil.
Then runs the oil and there's a weighing also. There's the belt and also the oil.
So basically you have that oil moving in a rapid stream, and I'm told within that steel chamber you also have a spray of hot oil.
Rainfall.
Like a rainfall of hot oil. If you can ever imagine or picturize what that means. You can see a fast moving river of oil that is carrying all that parapu, all the mung dal. So the mung dal is emerged and there's some seasoning happening here with the salt.
Here's the packets you
Oh! So eventually that gets filled into things like this. 5 rupees. So if you're having a tea or a coffee, get one of these and munch along. Yellu murukku, okay. This is the one with the sesame.
Chana dal flour
Okay.
and rice and a mixed combination masala.
And what does it get the color from? Red chili? Or?
Red chili
Oh. And asafoetida, hingu. Oh, in the batter, in the mavu, we could not make out the amount of sesame that I see in this. Huh? Not. So color wise it looks a little spicy. You can feel a little bit of the heat. Red chili powder, and you can feel that in your throat, but otherwise it's the nuttiness of the yellu, the sesame, that shines through it. Masala peanut.
The country nut, not the hydrated.
These are country nuts. So they'll be smaller, but will pack more flavor. So there's water and gram flour and spices.
Rice flour, red chili powder and little masala.
So you basically want each nut to drop in one by one and cook individually so that it doesn't clump together. So much chili powder, is it? Kara pudi.
Chili powder and salt.
And salt. Is there some hingu in that ajwain?
Garden and this.
What's nice is that the peanut is coated completely with that batter and also that masala. So this is the feeding room. So all the products are cooked and then they find their way here. So I think each one is calibrated measure-wise. Madras mixture. I think we'll probably steal a packet down and taste it. Ribbon pakoda. Ribbon pakoda. I've never tasted this. So I'm told this is one of your popular items. The Madras mixture.
Masala is my grandfather's.
Masala is your grandfather's masala. I think what's nice is the different textures that you have, right? And again, the spicing is light.
Packet, you need to cater to all segment of people.
So that one product, 8-year-old should eat and also a 70-year-old. These products are moving out now to shipping, to dispatch. Well, the conveyor is moving the products out. I think it's also an indication that we should move out from this section and go towards the R&D department, where all the magic that happens gets tested and also new products get developed. Wonderful. Let's go. How many kilos or tons worth of products do you have here?
These are meant for today's dispatch. So here we don't store.
Oh, this is just today's dispatch.
Daily production we dispatch it.
So this is what is produced today.
Today will be dispatched today itself. So
Wow, and how many outlets do you supply to?
we supply close to 1 lakh outlets. We are nearing 1 lakh. 99,000 we have achieved. I think hopefully this month we'll be reaching
1 lakh outlets, 100,000 stores, kirana, all
together,
formats.
Markets, everything, all put together.
that carry A2B products. Wonderful. And this is just one day's production. When I looked at those containers with the angur jamun and the paneer jamun, my mind boggled. You can imagine my state of mind as I look at all these boxes that Vishnu here tells me represents only their production for the day, which will be shipped out today. Incredible. Pavitra.
Sister is taking care of R&D.
Wonderful. So you check all the raw material that comes in?
Yes, from the beginning, like from the raw materials till the end, like till it reaches the customers, we take care of all the steps that's taken.
All right. So you're basically ensuring that you get the right ingredients for them to do what they need to do. And once they finish doing what they need to do, you also check if they've done what they need to be doing.
Yeah, even the in process, even while the process is happening, all the raw materials that come in today.
Okay.
So for example, if you see there's peanuts,
Huh.
this rice,
Huh.
all the raw materials that come in. So everything that goes before the production gets checked here, and then once it's approved, then it goes inside. Based on the FSSAI rules,
Okay.
we follow all of those.
You follow all of that. And I can see, is that some oil there?
Yes, oil, milk, everything. You name it, all the raw materials gets checked here.
And what's that big oven-like chamber that you have right there?
Stability chamber. So that's to check the shelf life of the products.
Okay.
So we keep it inside
Huh.
to check the.
So there's something in it right now?
Yeah, yes.
And what's he checking with the oil?
So the free fatty acid of the oils.
So in this we'll know what adulteration is there.
So this you've tested? Oh, I can see that this murukku packet is open. So,
Again sealed.
oh, again sealed. I was hoping to dip into that and do my own testing.
It's already tested.
Sorry, tested. So, who enjoyed this the most? I'm sure that could also be a test, right? Snip open one and taste it and see what you feel like. If it goes well with the A2B coffee and pass the test.
That's the sensory test.
That's a sensory test. That's very important. So, if you ever need a sensory tester, you know how to reach me.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful. That's the yellu murukku that we saw being produced upstairs. And of course, this is the, oh, this is different, right? This one has the mundri. What we tasted was the Madras mixture. This is what we tasted upstairs. We are with the second generation of Sri Adyar Ananda Bhavan Sweets.
Yes. Srinivasa Raja, my brother, elder brother Venkatesan.
How many products do you have, sir?
We are more than 250 varieties of sweets, sir.
250 varieties of sweets.
75 varieties, namkeen, savouries.
Savouries. You were all involved right from the early days in the sweet production and also the sales and distribution of it.
Yes, bottom line, we are in cleaner, then my father only educated how to make sweet, how to quality maintain, how to marketing. We are learning where our guru is our father and mother. We all are educated this type of traditional sweets. Then my brother Venkatesan, me and my third generation, we take forward. We are joining in 1977.
Okay.
My father started 1960.
Okay.
Then we
That was Guru Sweets in
Rajapalayam. our
in Rajapalayam,
hometown in near Madurai.
huh,
Then we got join in Bangalore, Srirampuram.
huh,
1977, me and my brother and
Ah.
brother joined the business. After that, my father started another branch in Chennai.
Chennai.
1977.
Huh,
My brother, father also shifted Chennai.
huh.
Then I run the business in Srirampuram 1988.
Okay.
After that, I joined also in name of Adyar Ananda Bhavan.
Adyar Ananda Bhavan.
That area name is Adyar.
Adyar. That was your second Ananda Bhavan, is it, here in Chennai?
Yes.
So that became the name.
Name.
And
After that, we popularized again, open to new branches all over the city.
huh,
Then we take forward another whole India and we plan soon in whole abroad.
overseas as well. And you currently already have in London, you have in Malaysia, you have in Singapore.
2 branches in Australia and 6 branches in US. One is Canada. Then we have pipeline also one more in Australia and another 4 branches opening soon in US.
Namaskara. Namaskara. Do you ever stop and look at all of that and say, okay, fine, we've actually begun from that place in Sri Rampuram and this is where you've come? Do you even think about all that in terms of the scale of what you see out here today? Huh?
That's the elders' blessing and our customer support
Huh?
and all our team member, everyone involved this time. We are growing slowly. We take forward another next level.
Next level with the
Third generation.
third generation.
Yes.
And the team of management making sweets is a kind of culture here.
Making sweets is a kind of culture here. Have you tasted all your sweets?
Yeah, every day.
Every day you're tasting?
Little,
Huh?
and nowadays we see and check the quality, what is the difference.
So you look at, let's say the halwa or let's say the dry fruit laddu and you can see it and find out what is right.
My brother is expert, sir.
Yeah?
He only take care
Without
of the
tasting even. Huh?
With smell you can.
With smell. So pakre and vasane.
ஆமா பார்த்த உடனே டேஸ்ட்
Ah.
பார்த்து அப்படியே எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் மோர் தென் we are 45 years involved in business. We are learning every day new thought we create, my brother, new recipe and new idea every day inform our team members, then only we take forward that.
What makes A2B what it is? Why is it so special?
So we use premium ingredients.
Okay.
Ingredients is the main thing.
Okay.
So we source the raw material.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Ramaswamy.
Mr. Ramaswamy.
Team of the-
Okay.
The raw material what we source is up to the wherever it is grown, we have taken from there. Everything is with premium quality here. So we have backward integration, we have our own milk, Goa, and everything is in-house.
I saw that even the rice flour, you're making your own rice flour.
And coffee powder also we are specially grinding the
You're grinding, you're roasting it to your specifications, you're blending it to your
milk
specifications.
also you are own procurement, own dairy.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And butter melted, ghee also. What level we wanted that different style we manufacture.
And farmers, we collect milk from them.
10,000 farmers every single day. Wonderful. Well, I've enjoyed my day here at the Adyar Ananda Bhavan Sweets and Snacks Factory, the largest factory in South India. If you too want to get a taste of some of the delicacies that I've tasted, and I think I've not even scratched the surface, find your way to the nearest A2B and savor some of the delicacies that we've tasted. This is a mithai and savory tradition that goes back to the 60s and today is lovingly nurtured and tended to by the second and third generation with an army of dedicated, passionate professionals who come from different parts of the country, but with a singular focus being to produce quality sweets and snacks. And that's the A2B story that I take away with me as I leave Chennai back home to Namma, Bengaluru. Thank you very much, sir,
Thank you for your visiting.
for hosting me at your factory. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So, well, if you want to get your hands on some A2B mithai and savory, find your way to your nearest store. There are over 160 of them and expanding even as we speak. I hope you enjoyed this very special episode of Gourmet on the Road. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, stay strong, and happy eating.
Murukku.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ದರ್ಶನ ನಮಗೆ ಬಹಳ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್,
ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು.
ನಂದು ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಕರೆದದ್ದು.
ಹೌದು.
And I really enjoyed. This murukku I will not eat though.
Oh.
I will keep it, preserve it. Rumma nandri. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page. You could pledge a nominal sum and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating.